people in general feel very small. They feel like their voice isn't going to make a difference. And when you make it even smaller, say in the middle of the US practically, in the middle of a state, Colombia, people really feel like, what can I do? Like, what can I actually do? They tell me, Rasha, we're not going to end it. Like, we are not going to end it. I cannot end it. You're right. As an individual, I can't end it. You can't end it. Nobody can end it. It's, again, this is power of the people that we talk about and coming together. And this is why our voices matter when they're together. These are not the easy times. You will be challenged. We will all be challenged. Nobody said this was easy. Doing the right thing is never easy. It has never been easy. It will never be easy. But it's still the right thing to do. You don't have to do it in big ways. Even the small ways will add up. But just do something, damn it. That's what I say.
That's an Israeli settlement, okay? With a settlement road that it's only for settlers, Israeli settlers, in the middle of the West Bank. That's my city, Nablus. See it in the back? To get out of Nablus now, you have to go through what we call here checkpoints. See there? I'm going to show you something. That's a checkpoint. That is a checkpoint. Every time you have to go outside, you have to go through that checkpoint to wait on the line, where Israeli soldiers control everything in your life. I just wish that one day everyone around the world sees the occupation and the oppression and apartheid in the same way as they look at it if it was in Russia, Ukraine, or anywhere else. That's why we Palestinians feel like this for 75 years. My father is now in his 80s. He always wished to live free, but he couldn't. Now it's my turn. I wish to be free. It seems like it's going to be a long story. And my children, I hope that one day they will live to be free.
For the first time in history, a genocide is being live-streamed by the very population that is being targeted. Horrific scenes of wide-scale devastation, slaughter, and starvation flood our screens. Israeli military forces armed by the US have killed more than 32,800 people in Gaza as of April 2nd, including over 13,000 children. More than 1 million Palestinians will face famine in the coming weeks as Palestinians have resorted to eating grass and animal feed in a desperate attempt to ward off starvation. Gaza is now the most severe humanitarian crisis in modern history and has turned into a 21st century concentration camp. Almost 30 people have been starved to death, with 27 of those being children. But we need to be clear that although the people in Gaza indeed are starving, it is not due to natural or uncontrollable causes. Rather, the people of Gaza are being intentionally deprived of the most basic human right to food and water, as Gaza, besides being bombed, is literally being starved, dehydrated, and diseased to death by Israeli officials. Decades from now, when future generations study not just this genocide, but the apartheid as well, they will discuss how the world failed to stop yet another atrocity. They will read accounts of the horrors that took place in Gaza and think to themselves exactly what so many of us think now about past horrific events. I would have done something. I would have been outraged. I would have. Instead, what so many of us will end up saying is, I should have taken a stand. I should have been more publicly outspoken. I should have done this. I should have done that. I should have. But here we are all today taking a stand together. Here we are today, people of different faiths, races, ethnicities, and backgrounds, coming together to take a stand for humanity. Do not feel defeated or tired. Do not feel like your voice is too small. The people of Gaza are depending on each and every single one of us to be their voice. They do not have a choice, but we do. And every day we can choose to be on the right side of history. Every day we can choose to be firm in our stance, or we can choose to stay silent and pretend that we have no say in the matter. Because even the act of existence is the simplest and most powerful form of resistance. And today, we are existing here now, all together, in resistance against brutality.